Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be taking you on a basic introduction to HTML. Our first step in this tutorial is going to be how to create a folder on our desktop. First of all, you right click on your desktop, you select new, then you create the folder. So the title of this folder is going to be HTML. Secondly, we need a software or an application where we write our code, and today I am going to use Visual Code Editor, which is one of the code editor used in programming where you can write your code. And code editor simply means a notebook where you write your normal writing, your normal code, your lesson of things. So just simply in the programming is called code editor. So there are many ways of opening a code editor. People open it direct from the app, but today I want to open it with folder. Alright, so I'm going to right click on my folder, open with code. Alright, so the code editor is going to open in a few seconds. As you can see, the code editor is coming up. Now you can see that the code environment is blank. There is no code, there is no file. So the third thing we are going to do inside this code environment, we are going to create a file where we are going to write our code inside. And how are we going to create this file? First of all, you right click on this left right panel, which is called, let me delete this, which is called Explorer. Alright, and the keyboard shortcut is Ctrl plus Shift plus E. Now I want to create a file. Here you can see that on this icon you can see new file. This is where we are going to create our HTML file. We are going to click it, and this file could be any name you feel like. You can name it anything you want to name it. So I'm going to name my own index. This index is a universal name. You can change it to anything of your choice, but this dot now indicates that it's either going to be an HTML file or another file. Then after this dot, we are going to write HTML. Now automatically the browser is going to recommend this as an HTML file. Okay, now you can see that inside the Visual Code Editor, we have now successfully created HTML file. Now the next thing we are going to do, we are going to write down the code inside the HTML file, okay, using the Visual Code Editor. Now one of the beauty of Visual Code Editor is that it has been programmed in such a way that has a shortcut that will enable us to generate the whole HTML code as a starting point. Okay, now if I should press Shift plus hyphen, the Visual Code Editor is going to generate the whole code for me, and you can see I meant abbreviation. Once I click, I hit enter, it's going to give me the whole code that I need. Now first and foremost, what is even HTML? What does it stand for? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. I repeat, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. And what is the use of HTML in programming or in web developing? The HTML is used to describe the structure of the web page. What do I mean by structure? Let's take it as a layman understanding. If you want to build a house, how do you want the house to look like? What is the structure of the house? That is what HTML is meant for. It describes the structure of the web page, how the arrangement of the web page look like. Now, this doctype.html, what does it work? What is useful in this coding aspect? Now, the doctype declares that the document we are working is an HTML file. HTML5. Okay, so it's the one responsible that tells the browser that the work inside this code, inside this VS Code environment, is an HTML file, and HTML5 is the current version of HTML standard so far. Now we move to HTML. What is even the use of this HTML itself? Okay, now HTML is the element which includes everything inside of an HTML document, which it includes the tags, element, style, sheet, script, multimedia, and a lot more. I come again. HTML is the element which includes everything inside of an HTML document, which include the tags, element, the style sheet, the script, text, multimedia, and a lot more. Now let me show you this. This HTML here starts here and it ends here. So everything from here is inside the HTML. Everything that I highlighted is inside the HTML. It means automatically the HTML encloses all these things inside itself. It is the parent that controls all these documents inside. Okay, now from there we move to the head. What is head and what is the use of the head? Okay, the head is the element that encloses the metadata of a document which will not be displayed on the main content of the web page, and this could be the style sheet, script, title, meta, tag, and a lot more. Now let me tell you what this is trying to say. Now this head you are seeing encloses the metadata which is not going to be visible on your Visual Code on your browser. Like this meta, this title is not going to be visible on the screen. It's going to be behind the scene. Then from there we move to the title, and this title is the one. Okay, this title is the element that defines the title of the web page. It appears on the upper part of our browser. Now this title you are seeing is the one that tells the main content of what you are doing. What is the title of your programming? What is the name of what you are trying to program or what you are trying to develop? So it's this title that tells your client what you are doing or what is your web page all about. Okay, and this is where you get it from. All right, Now we comes to the body. We move to the body. What is the use of the body? The body is the element that includes element like H1, which is heading, P, which stands for paragraph, IMG stands for image, B, which stands for bold, I, which stands for italize, and so forth and so forth. Then now I think I have explained what this code on the screen is all about. Now let's try to exploit one or two examples and see they are useful on the screen on our browser. Now let me try and change this document. Let me change this title to another thing like my first time of coding. Now this title is going to be what is going to be displayed on the browser screen, telling your audience or your client what your page is all about. Okay, now let me go back to our folder. HTML we create here and open it. This is our folder we created earlier, and this is the file inside the folder, the HTML file inside the folder. Let me open it using the Microsoft Edge browser. Okay, and see what we have. Now here on the screen you can now see that we have my first time of coding, which is the title of this page. Okay, now what are we going to tell the audience or the client as the heading? What is going to be the heading of this page? Okay, now the heading is going to be H1, which is heading. Welcome to my web page. Now if I should save this and refresh the browser, you are going to see this welcome to my web page as the heading of your design or of your web page. Okay, you can see on the screen boldly saying welcome to, okay, let me put to my web page, welcome to my web page. If I should refresh the browser, you can see it changes, that this my has been changed, has also the change on this visual code has also reflected on the browser. Welcome to my web page. So guys, if you find this video useful to you, I urge you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, smartcodingtutorial.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to hit the notification button below, so whenever we upload our new video, you'll be the first person to get notified. Stay tuned with us and watch our video, and watch out for our next video. See you later. Bye bye. And secondly, our next tutorial is going to be HTML tags, which is going to be the second part we are going to learn. So don't forget to go home and practice. Practice always makes perfect. and always come back for the second tutorial on HTML tags part 2. Bye bye.